Hey Taurus, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your love reading for August 2021. Ooh, we already have the King of Wands reverse coming out. I'm going to put him back in here, but let's just note that. We are going to be looking at your situation, Taurus. Your energy around the situation, the person you're thinking of, their energy around the situation. We're going to be looking at the energy that connects the two of you and a possible outcome. Maybe some energy that you don't see coming this month around this relationship or this situation. And we're calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light because I don't want to talk to anyone else. And this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I feel like I want to shuffle a little bit more. All right, Taurus, here we go. So here is your situation. And here is your energy. Here's the energy of the person you are thinking of. Here's the energy that connects the two of you. And here is a possible outcome. So let's take a look at this situation. We first have the Six of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles. And the Hermit. Okay, so this is what this looks like to me, Taurus. It looks like this is a soulmate situation. It's somebody that you've known for a long time. And it seems like you've been in interaction with this person, almost so much so that you are experts at each other. You both know each other really well. I also feel like you know each other's buttons to push, but you know each other really well. And it also looks like there's some kind of separation that's going on. Here with the Hermit reversed, it's like both of you are taking some time to be in your own bubbles. So we'll clarify all of this in a moment, but let's take a look at your energy, Taurus. Here is the Seven of Wands reversed. Okay, so this is kind of like letting your guard down. It's almost like you were holding space and you decided just to stop holding space. And then here we have the Fool, but reversed. So for me, this is not my first rodeo. We've done this a couple of times. We'll come together, we'll hold space for each other. I'll hold a significant amount of space, and then we'll kind of like ghost each other, or we'll kind of not talk for a while. And then here you are in your energy. It almost feels like you're over it. You're like, I don't know if I'm going to do this anymore. I don't know if I'm going to continue to bring that pattern into the future. And let's take a look at the person you're thinking of. This person is talking about being acknowledged. Being acknowledged. They're saying something about being a warrior, but being the victorious warrior. And here's the Hangman reversed. They're saying they no longer need to sacrifice. They also feel like they've learned some kind of spiritual lesson with you. And I feel like they're saying they didn't get enough acknowledgement in this situation somehow, and they no longer need to sacrifice. And they're also saying the wheel has turned, and the wheel has turned in their favor. And they're talking about like fairy tale endings, happy endings. They're talking about luck moving toward them. Both of you have major arcanas in your energy. So this is big time for both of you. This is big crossroads type energy for both of you, changing and I want to say levitating, ascending energy for both of you. All right, so let's take a look at the energy that brings the two of you together. Wow. And that energy is the Ace of Swords reversed. This is like cutting things away that no longer serve you, cutting energy out that doesn't support you. So let's go ahead and clarify this situation and your energy and what's going on here, Taurus. So the soulmate card, this past energy, past life, this can also just be, well, really known energy, really like you know each other from a long time ago. So past life, or just you've been together for a long time, you're experts at each other. Hmm. Yeah, and this is that thing about knowing the buttons to push. I feel like in this sense, there are karmic relationships, but then there are also soulmate relationships that bring a lot of lessons, right? Here's the storybook. It's like I can almost hear somebody say, "We wrote the book on this." That's like you've been doing this for a long time. You've been doing this for many lifetimes, or you've been doing this for many, maybe even years in this life. But you know how to push each other's buttons, and those are exactly the lessons that you're teaching and learning from each other, those triggers. So, what's going on with this? I'm hearing internet violation. I feel like somebody's watching. I mean, I feel like you're watching them or they're watching you or both, even though you guys are both like, we're out of each other's energy right now, or there's some kind of separation right now. I see. There's some kind of internet violation. There's some kind of email. There's some kind of letter, some kind of email. And maybe this is about the end or taking time and space from each other, but there's some kind of letter, or if you haven't received it, it feels like you're going to, but I feel like you might have already experienced this letter or email, whether you wrote it or they did, or there was correspondence of some kind right before the going into your own space kind of thing. So here you kind of like dropping the holding of space for this. Yeah, it's like I need to do something different. I need to do something new. I need to start over. I need to look at what I need to hold energy and space for, and that's possibly me, Taurus, doing some self work. And this is like I've done this before. This is not my first rodeo. We have done this before. And now you're getting the key to clarify that. It's like we've written the book. I have the knowledge, I have the information that I need in this cycle. And maybe I don't need to do this cycle again. Wow. Yeah. And here we have the Sith. This is cutting it off. So their energy talking about feeling victorious after the battle, talking about needing recognition. And that's their wish. They're wanting to be recognized for everything that they have done. I feel like they want they want you to say something about everything that they've done. They want to feel appreciated. They no longer want to sacrifice in this committed relationship. And this is the cycle moving and changing. They feel like it's moving and changing in their favor when it comes to romance. This person seems like they are romantically thinking about other options, other people. I don't see another person, but I feel like they're hopeful and they're opening to other relationships. Let's take a look at this Ace of Swords reverse, cutting things off that no longer serve you, and that is what binds the two of you. That's a common. What also is the common energy between the two of you? This is about deterioration. It can be deterioration of this relationship, but this is also about gossip and other people coming into your space, talking to you about this and talking to you about being in your relationship. I feel like this is also about cutting up these other people out. Both of you might decide to cut the same people out. It feels like there's some kind of, there's just a lot of talk and chit chat, gossip around your personal situation here. Let's look at a possible outcome for you, Taurus. We've got the Five of Cups reversed. We've got the Justice reversed. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So this Five of Cups reversed is talking about somehow it not being necessary to grieve. It's very possible that you've grieved this for a long time, but this is like somebody, I also kind of feel like somebody's doing something that This is karmic injustice, or like somebody feels ripped off, and then the person who's doing the ripping off, they're not feeling, they are feeling justified. They're not feeling remorse for doing that. And it also feels like it's like somebody ends up looking like the winner and somebody ends up looking like the loser. It's almost like, it feels like this person is looking better in this scenario and they're telling other people about it too. It could be this talking about all this stuff, but it's like more people are on their side, which is interesting because this really feels like there's a lot of talk with outside people about your personal relationship, but this person is getting a lot of support from other people, and it almost feels like they're making it look like you did some things that were karmically unjust to them and you don't even care. And it doesn't really matter if that's true or not true. They're making it look like that. All right, Taurus, I want to clarify this. So, right, it seems like they're making it sound like you don't care about, like you stopped holding space for this relationship. And this is the base, the support, the foundation, and you let that go and you don't feel bad about it. But you're saying this has been going on for a long time, and I'm releasing my hold on this. And yeah, what it looks like is they're feeling like you broke their heart, or at least they're making it sound that way. What it looks like to me is that this was a very difficult situation and you were being asked to hold all the space. And finally, you were like, I can't. I'm not doing this by myself anymore. We know what these are. It's almost like, in the big picture, in the big scheme of things, it's almost like you brought this relationship to the place where it could be, and you can't necessarily help each other through these these barriers or these triggers anymore. You've helped each other through the triggers and learned through what you needed to. And now something else has to happen to move further on with that, to release that even more. And you're letting this go. I feel like you're learning a lot more from this situation than this person is. They'll look back and think about it differently, but right now, it's like there's this righteous energy over here. So let's take a look at this Ten of Pentacles, this longevity. You're still soulmates, and we have lots of soulmates in our lives. But this really does look like things will be moving in a better place for both of you. But the thing is, you're not going to be getting into another relationship with these same triggers because you've learned through it and you've moved through it and you don't need to. But this person, I feel like, is probably going to repeat this pattern and repeat this cycle. That's like they look good, and you look like you're recovering and recuperating from this long, difficult energy cycle. They are putting on a good face and they're like being strong, but they're going to redo this until they recognize what they need to shift and change and see. So let's go ahead and look at energy that maybe you don't see coming this month, Taurus. that you don't see coming. Okay. The High Priestess, the Page of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Energy that you don't see coming. Here's the High Priestess, and she keeps things to herself. She watches, she observes, she waits. This could be you, Taurus, kind of just chilling out, not chasing. Here's somebody offering you their cup of love. Who is this? Because this person's so like full of talk. Are they turning back around and offering their cup of love again? This is you though, saying, I'm not doing that again. I'm cutting this off. I'm not bringing this into the future right now. So who is this that is offering this cup of love? Wow. So here is the Emperor. This is masculine energy. It's Emperor energy, but it's reversed. So it's someone who hasn't learned their lessons yet, who might be coming back, turning back around and offering you their cup of love, even after they put on this face and put on this show, kind of. I don't really feel like it's a total show. I feel like they want to believe that they're okay and they can move forward. You know, it's like, I feel like what they're wanting to happen is they want you to do certain things for them or act in a certain way for them. And they think that would make them feel better. But in actuality, they need to come to terms with their own, how they feel about themselves. I feel like this person might be really insecure and they want you to constantly build them up. But it's like, no matter what you do, they still feel insecure because it's part of them. It's part of what's happening with them. Their insecurity is coming from a different place. It's not from you. So they very well might come back here and offer you their cup of love. You're not chasing, so they're coming to you and you're still like, I am not emotionally available right now. Wow, Taurus. So let's get some advice for you. We're going to pull some Moonology cards for your advice this month in August for love, Taurus. And you get step out of your comfort zone, North Node. North Node is all about your future and what you are manifesting for yourself. This is also about your spiritual evolution, where you're going. This is about focusing on your self-care, your journey, your spiritual journey. Wow, Taurus. Let's look at the Angel Crystal deck here and get another more advice. The Garnet, purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. Wow. I'm hearing some of you are going through maybe a bit of a dark night of the soul, but even so, I don't feel like you're going to let, I want to say toxic energy, but maybe I don't really mean it exactly like that. It's more like just energy that's not serving you in your present time timeline. It doesn't mean that this is over forever. This person's available. They want to offer you their cup of love again. They want to come back. This letter, it's like they're trying to get a reaction or a response from you, I feel like. It's like they say things to trigger you into saying what they want you to say, or they want you to say things they want to hear. But ultimately, it's so much to hold space for them because it's like no matter what you say or do, they can't hear you. They can't receive what you're saying, or they can't receive your love. And it's because they're dealing with their shut down. And they have to figure out how to open that up on their own. You can't make them open that, you know? All right. That's what I have for you, Taurus. Let me know how this resonated, like and subscribe, and I'll be back in a couple of days with another energy check. Bye, Taurus.